Good evening, Council and Interim Police Chief Heinig. My name is Barry Levinson. After several visits to the Fullerton Police Department headquarters to report a crime, specifically violation of Penal Code 148A1, obstruction of justice, by Dan Hughes, in the wee morning hours of November 9th, with regard to the Joe Phelps incident. Okay. Police Captain Psycho told both Joe Imbriano and me in the department lobby at our last visit that a police report documenting the allegations of PC 148A1 violation was indeed filed and would be mailed to Joe. A letter arrived on Friday, several days later, from the chief that stated no such thing had been done, nor did the envelope contain any such report. Joe then called Fullerton Police Department headquarters, and a cadet informed him that no, quote, criminal report was filed, but rather a miscellaneous report was filed. Joe asked for a copy of this miscellaneous report that was instigated by our actions, and he was told that he needed a subpoena to obtain a copy of said such report. We have formally requested a written response a few days ago from Interim Police Chief Heinig. You have Captain Psycho, who was not on duty taking charge, which obviously is not normal procedure, and then he tells us an outright fib or lie. This is the guy who is in charge of the uniform division. If this police captain does this, what can we expect from everybody else in the department? This is totally unacceptable. We will continue to bring this up until the Fullerton Police Department begins acting within the law and following normal police procedures. Since when do off-duty officers attend to police matters in the lobby of the police department? This shows how tainted the police department is, as these things go on routinely, and no one at City Hall seems to have a problem with this. I suspect that those in the department that have a problem with this failure to follow simple and direct, honest police procedures know that their careers are on the line if they protest this behavior. In my opinion, Captain Psycho needs to be removed from his current post. He has abused his authority by attempting to continually orchestrate a cover-up after the fact, and that is also a crime. Thank you.
Joe Imbriano. It's nice to see some people aren't here tonight. That's rather convenient, especially when it's a matter of city budget issues and some other things. Section 148A1 of the Penal Code is the boot of the police state. It is what you use to stomp on my neck if I don't jump high enough or I wobble when you say to get up, or if I'm filming your officers, or if I do something that they don't like. It's basically the way that the police department takes anybody they want into custody and arrests them. This is a real serious issue. I don't know if I want to read what I've prepared. The bottom line is, when we have the authority vested in individuals who are well paid and well protected, and I'm going to go off on a tangent here for a second. We have a council that sat through the murder of Kelly Thomas, and not one of you up here has done anything to reform POBAR, to lobby to reform POBAR. Mr. Silva, your wife's been in the assembly. She's done nothing to reform POBAR. It probably isn't even in her vocabulary. As far as Ms. Kim, same goes for her, Mr. Whitaker, Mr. Seaborn. None of you have done anything to do anything about the overreach and the extreme abuse and protections the police have to ruin people's lives. Now, what I'm asking for were charges to be filed. I wanted the police department to take a police report. I reported a crime because when somebody smashes their car and they smell like booze and 4 cops show up and the guy gets out and tries to get away from the scene of a crime, and the police chief is called and he says, hang on, guys, let me send my guy down there. That's obstruction of justice. That's interfering with the operation of law. That's interfering with police officers, law enforcement officers, first responders from performing their duty. And this is by the own admission of the chief himself. It's in his memorandum. Now, I have sources that are feeding me information from inside the department, and I know for a fact that the field sobriety test was not filmed, and I don't believe one was conducted. I know that breathalyzers weren't administered, And I do believe that there's probably going to be more people I would like to file charges against. Because here's the thing, folks. This department murdered somebody and got away with it. And they've done a lot of bad things for a long time. And let me tell you something. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You have arrest powers. You have machine guns in your trunk. And you can put people away for life with fabrications. And this is the inversion of the justice system to where the procedures and policies were thrown aside at whim and at the leisure of individuals. You don't have that right. And Mr. Heinig, I sent you a very simple email. I'll address the council as I say this out of the side of my mouth. But I sent you a very simple email. Confirm or deny the fact that I need a subpoena to see the report that I filed. I asked for a criminal report to be filed, and it was filed under miscellaneous. This is obstruction of justice 101 defined, ladies and gentlemen, and we're not going to stand for it. Thank you.